Hi guys, how you doing? Senior Gaming here, and in today's episode I'm bringing you Summoner's Greed and what monsters you should not upgrade. And obviously what I mean by that there will be quite a lot of monsters as you're gonna start progressing within the game, that they are just very expensive to upgrade. And I'm gonna list them for you, so when you just at the beginner stage, you should definitely focus on upgrading the ones which you have pretty much started with, or the ones which are quite cheap to upgrade, rather than just being excited of a hard to get a monsters and then start leveling these, as they pretty much won't be effective until you reach a certain number. So let me just quickly tell you exactly what I mean. So if we head over to a monsters itself, so as you see, obviously you're gonna start with a common monster, so by all means you should upgrade all of these, and as you see I have managed to get all of them to level 400. Then we've got rare monsters, all of them 400 for me, so still a very beginner's level here. Epic monsters, I've got all of them on a max level, so a mighty and a sluggies as well on level 10, and that's the max one. And then we start going into legendary ones. This is obviously, you know, we progressing with more rare and rare ones. And as you see, I still got some 300 levels here, and handful of these on a very low level. And these are the monsters which you will struggle to upgrade to start off. They might be a very good at the end game, but when you just beginning, they are so expensive actually to upgrade. Meaning that even though if you check that Felina is being upgraded to level 48, or Archangel Cassiel is at level 18, they got no chance competing to your common monsters on level 400. Meaning that you will be better off still upgrading your low tier monsters rather than upgrading these guys, because on the beginner stage you won't be generating as much gold in order to have them on this decent level. So we have just covered that Felina, all of the Archangels you got to skip for now. All the special monsters apart Rudolph, I don't have him yet, but I know people who know people who know people who knows that this is a cheap one to upgrade. And obviously all mythical monsters. So you actually get that into a gameplay itself. So let's just reset that quickly, and I want to show you that on the example. So we're gonna go with the first one, just first pretty much the slimy. We're gonna get it on a 400. Then let's just get a 300 level, a legendary one. Then I'm gonna pick a Felina, level 48. And I'm gonna get the strongest one, Zeus, which is a mythical. So if we now quickly compare where we currently are with these guys, so we're actually gonna start the gameplay itself. So what we've got in here, we've got a slimy on level 400, which means now we need a power stones in order to upgrade further. If you have not watched the video about power stones, then obviously check the card or description below in the video. But the slimy itself got over 5 million damage, being a common monsters and being a level 400. Then if we check actually our Puffy is getting close of over 3 million damage. And what's important here, I can still easily upgrade Puffy to level 400, which means 5,900, 6, and so on and so on. Where in comparison, if I want to upgrade Zeus, this comes for every 250 gold, and it's very expensive to do so. So as we just moved a few levels up, obviously now we're over 4 million damage here. If we talk Felina on level 48, she's only doing over 7,000 damage. Obviously there is a special power which got a significant perks, and it's same with Zeus, is only close of 8,000 damage with additional special power which gives boost to on any lighting monsters. But what I mean by that, it's you are definitely better off upgrading your common, epic, rare and legendary apart Felina and Archangels, because this is what you're gonna actually afford. And if you get these monsters to level 400 and 400 above, then with the power stones you will be able to unlock so much more gameplay. And only then, when you start progressing further and further, have a better ways of actually generating more resource, then by all means, you know, the sky is the limit. You can come back and upgrade these guys. But for the time being, as you see, because it was a bit of trial and error for myself, I don't want you to make the same mistake. Having Felina on level 48 or Zeus on level 50, they're pretty much useless for me currently, as my common and rare monsters will completely outperform these guys. and you need tons and tons of gold to actually get them to a certain level. So I believe level 200, 300 is a must in order for them to start being close to your ordinary monsters, which gonna be so much more levels higher up. So that pretty much is the essence of this video. You should definitely skip monsters which are very, very expensive. Yeah, you can play with them later on in the stage, but once again, let's just quickly recap. So common monsters, all good to go. Rare monsters, epic monsters, you can upgrade them freely. And then when it comes to legendary, all the monsters apart Felina and all 3 archangels, as you see here, you can go ahead and upgrade Kevin, no problem. Then all special monsters skip for the time being apart Rudolph, and then skip all the mythical monsters, unless then you've got more of them and then you start farming a decent amount of resources. But when you just at the beginner level, and that's where I still would classify myself, I have upgraded some of these to a certain levels, but I know this now, I park them up in my garage, they can keep collecting dust, and I won't be investing in these monsters until I'm satisfied with all the sort of common, rare and epic ones to start off. So that's the essence of the video, guys. I hope you found it useful, and as always, I will see you next time.